Just went live.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Boom, boom, boom,
Hold on, man. Give me a second to catch up. I don't see us.
I think it should be popping up.
Give me a second. Oh, yeah. All right, let me just refresh this joint real quick. Oh, yeah. All right, we in the building as soon as I can see. And Young Beats Music, thank you. Please edit all this out. Appreciate you.
My dog.
All right, man. We are here. This is UnQuantized Podcast, the longest running producer podcast in music history. Do not fact check us. Just hurry up and run down to the floors because they're about to close, and we would like our flowers today. Thank you very much.
But sneeze.
Oh, you was?
I thought so. Y'all was about to hear me turn Super Saiyan.
Hey, man. But no, seriously though, welcome to UnQuantized Podcast, the #1 producer podcast, man. We got industry stories. We share producer tips and tricks to help you get the placements and the bag that you deserve.
Yes, sir.
Man. So hold on. I had a decent I had a couple decent topics to start off. Just some things I wanted to know about.
Some icebreakers.
Just some icebreakers. But before we get into those, we were talking about something earlier, right before we went on, that people don't talk about a lot. If you've been in this game for a minute, you've had the pleasure of working in major studios several times over, you will no doubt come across runners that work for the studio.
Oh yeah.
Nobody
a great thing or a bad thing.
In case you don't know what a runner is, those are interns of sorts that work at the studios, and they go get food, they go get just whatever you may need. You give them the cash or the card, they go get it. They come right back with your thing and your card. But sometimes they might do a little extra. You got that happened to you once, right?
Yeah, we all got hit. Somebody they scammed all of us. All of our debit cards from that day got hit with. Man. You know how the bank will call you? They were like, in Miami, somebody's at Aventura Mall and Nordstrom's. I'm like, oh, what? It's like, yeah, it's like $1,500 over there. I'm like, yeah, that ain't me. X that one. That ain't me, player.
You just spent $64 at Claire's Piercing Boutique? You don't seem like that type of guy, so we give you a call.
You got the deluxe package at Spencer's?
Whoa. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Deluxe anything for Spencer's just sounds sketchy.
Wild.
I'm kind of scared.
Wow.
But no, it's a real thing. It never, I don't recall it ever happened to me, but I do know that it has happened around me so much that when I started traveling, especially to LA and Miami, I would get cash just for that, just for runners. Yeah. Because it was, I don't know, I just felt weird with the debit card. No other instance do you give someone your debit card to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's wild.
And come back. And you figure the person works there, so you trust them. But your case lets people know that, like, not all the time, bro.
But it is some good runners, man, in the studio who be looking out. And they be like giving the so it's a balance, man. It's the good runners are great also. They tell you all the good food spots, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. They're gonna get you whatever you need.
Exactly.
Shout out to the runners, not the producers, but shout out to them too.
Shout out to them too.
Yeah, facts. But the runners at the studios end up becoming like engineers, producers, So yeah, shout out to the good ones, and to the bad ones, shame on you, fam. Shame on you.
Quintendo, what up, bro? We got Slugging Tunes. We got Prentice. We got I forgot again. Udra Freeze.
Hold on. Let me
the vegan hater. The vegan hater. No,
I didn't even jump in the chat yet. Oh yeah, we got a couple folks there.
Young Ice Cold Beverage. What up, bro?
What up, man? What up?
Y'all got some creative names, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of crazy right now. You ever thought about changing your name?
Oh, all the time.
Have you ever done a rebrand?
No, I haven't.
That's the question.
Here's the thing. I've been Triz since I was like a kid. That's like my name, family's just been calling me. It just kind of came out of nowhere. I'm guessing it has something to do with RZA, and then my first name. I can see how you could, But I've been that since I was a child, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know anything else, but I've definitely thought about it. But I'm so picky with names, bro. I would stress myself out trying to come up with a name.
Yeah. What's a good way to even come up with a name? That's like, no one talks about that process. I don't even think there is a process to that.
Let me know. I still struggle with that, bro.
Duh, that's tough. And most people I know, when you ask them where they got their name from, somebody else gave it to them. And it wasn't like a brainstorming meeting on what their name should be. It just happened to be that. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, it's like, hey, man, you kind of fat. And you're about the height of a stack of pancake. We'll call you Fat Stacks or something like that. It'd be something weird.
What should we call the dude that don't wash his hands? Funky Finger Productions. That's what we're going to call it.
You could just do like in Baltimore, everybody is whatever their most prominent characteristic or job is, followed by yo. Producer yo from the studio. Nah, light skin yo. Oh, you mean Funky Breath yo? Like no, Bigfoot yo.
Bigfoot yo,
yeah. I miss Baltimore for that. And you knew exactly who they were talking about.
Every time.
All the time. Nah. Bag of mid yo. Always got the bag of mid.
That's so specific. They be like, oh yeah. They talking about Rob. That's Rob, man.
Rob. Like, why they call you bag of mid yo? No.
It was Black Russia says use one of those name generators. Bro, I've used everyone. And I got Childish Gambino got a good one, but it's also it's very Childish Gambino-ish. You know what I mean? It's not a name I don't think would fit me. You know what I mean? Yeah. It worked out for him, but for me,
he seems like he would have went with whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Anime Ray.
Right. It's so funny when people be like, yo, he looks just like Donald Glover. I'm like, it's so wild that people still don't understand.
Bruh, you gotta stop that. It's 2022. You gotta let that go. If you don't know that Childish Gambino is Donald Glover by now, let it rock.
The Alias joint, it does seem fun, like Marshmallow. Like, you know, it's like, I mean, I feel like I know who he is, but it's like, you know, apparently the rumor is he was another producer. He rebranded and then became Marshmallow, right? Which is ironic because he stopped when one producer stopped. It's like a little trail, and then it's like boom, this guy pops up. But incredible production, like switch sound, switch everything, and it's like did a whole different thing, had like a marketing scheme and blew up off of that. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like that's pretty cool. You could do that, like in the metaverse. Yeah. I might go a full different name. You know what I mean? You might, you know what I mean? Might go full like I'm be looking like Tony the Tiger in the metaverse. You know what I mean? I look like King from Tekken 3. You know what I mean? Just out here.
I'm gonna bump into you in the metaverse and be like, "Hey man, who are you? You gonna put on your meta mask? It's me." I'm like, "What? Whoa, Trezor, that's you." You're like, "Not here."
X name on the Trezor A.
Super Saiyan 385.
No, that's real.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A good rebrand though. I've rebranded one time. I'm done.
Yeah, I wonder how that works for you because I hear people call you all the names. I feel like I'm one of the few people that know all of the names that you've gone through, and I hear all of them being called randomly, and it's like, oh, it's like I get uncomfortable for you when somebody calls you one of the other ones. It's like, oh, they know you for a long time.
All right, two things. The beauty of that is like if you're out somewhere and someone calls you a name, you at least, without turning around, know where or when that person knows you from in life. Because depending on the name you call me, I'm like, oh, you know me from high school, or you know me from college, or you know me prior to Instagram, or you know, or you know my family, something like that. So that's the cool thing to having multiple names. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't respond to any of them anyway. So the second thing is, I have a question. Did Black people invent the term government name? Why do we say that? Hey, don't call me by my government, your government name.
I was so clueless on where this was going. I knew it was going somewhere. That is a good point. I've never seen government name.
Because when I started to go here, your face be like, oh no. Oh no.
I was like, this is about to go bad. Oh man, that is a valid question. I don't think I've ever seen government name written somewhere. It's not like when you get a contract and it's like government name. It just says full name.
No, that's Black people invented that. Government name. Don't use my government name. It's such a crazy phrase. It's such a crazy like idea. You mean your real name? Do they your mother get like, yeah, my government name? And I'm guilty. I'm super guilty. If someone uses for instance, I asked my assistant to make something for me the other day, or sign me up for something or something like that. It's a total music alias based thing. And she came back with the username being my real name. And I actually typed to her, oh, I didn't want to use my government name. And I just had to laugh to myself. Number one, she has no idea what that means.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she does, but she's never heard that before.
Yeah.
And that's what made me think, like, did Black people invent the term government name?
That's funny.
We did.
That's funny because I definitely feel if someone calls me by my real name, it's like I feel like I'm getting in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's 100%. Like if you know me from Atlanta, you only know me as Triz, right? And then if you know me from high school, you know me as another name that's close to my real name, but it's not. And it's like if you know my real name, then it's like you know me.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That is hilarious because I feel like when people use my real name, I'm never dressed well enough for my real name. My name sounds very professional, and when someone calls me that name and I got on sweatpants, I'm just like, I'm not dressed for that. Don't call me that.
That's real.
Yeah, super professional name. But yeah, that was just one of the things I thought about this week, like government name.
That's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Do like Fat Joe and keep it 1,000 AKAs. That is facts.
Facts.
That is kind of fun.
Yo, veteran rappers do have 1 million AKAs.
That is very true.
Especially Wu-Tang members.
Oh yeah. It's like, bro, it's
like
confusing.
Wait. 8, 9, 10 of y'all, and y'all have 8, 9, 10 AKAs apiece.
Diddy probably got the record for the most like government names.
Yeah. Once again, back to my theory. Depending on what you call him, I can tell how old you are.
Yeah, that is true.
What do you call him?
I call him Puff or Diddy.
Yeah, it is.
This you know what I mean? Diddy. That was my joint, dog. And I definitely just spelled Diddy wrong. Even though I knew the song, but you get the point. You know what I mean?
It's not a spelling podcast, but I'm with you, bro. Puff, he will forever be Puff to me.
Oh, yeah.
And if you ask your aunt, she's gonna say Puff Daddy,
Sean John.
If I hear somebody call that man Sean John, I'm gonna let loose. I'm gonna get the neck, bro. You remember that? Getting your neck.
Oh yeah. Bro, have you heard that Kanye West is dropping Donda 2, right?
Right.
And it's apparently executive produced by Future. So, look, man, I'm sold. I'm here for this, right? I'm all for this. This has got the recipe to either be incredible or bad. I don't feel like it can be in between. I feel like it's going to be incredible or bad. And I think it's going to be incredible. I'm betting on incredible because the ratchetness of the Future essence with the angry Kanye, do you know what I mean? I just think it's wild they're going to call it Donda 2 because I'm sure it's going to be ratchetry. And I don't feel like that's a way to honor your mother. But it might be wrong. You know what I mean? It might be a whole Christian-y album. But I just don't think Future and Christian album, they don't really, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, peanut butter and jello. Ooh, almost had it. One letter off. Went from tasty to yuck. I don't know. First of all, I'm also expecting it to be amazing. But I don't know if it's gonna be amazing because Future is executive producing it. I feel like it would be amazing regardless of if Future was involved. I do believe he will dictate what the end result will sound like and be and all of that stuff. But I just believe with or without him, you're gonna get a great album. Am I off on that? What do y'all think?
That's point. And I feel like it's Kanye West. It's not much executive producing you're gonna do for Kanye West at the same time. If Kanye West want a song, he gonna get that song on there.
Sometimes the bill is so stacked with great names or one great name that adding anyone else to it doesn't really make too much of a difference to me in terms of like, oh wow, or really like Kanye West and Future's executive producer. I'm like,
I'm just a Future fan, but I do. It is kind of
Exactly.
like the Lakers this year. It's like a lot of names,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
But I'm
You
a
just
Future
know they're gonna
fan.
win.
I'm a Future fan, man. I feel like Future melody wise and like beat selection is like underrated. Like people don't talk about Future picks great beats to me. Like he's like pockets of sounds, like it's influenced times. You know what I mean? Like the whole Metro Mike, all of them are part of that. Future upcoming too. So it's like I think it'd be cool.
He's one of the most low key understated goats ever.
Oh yeah.
Ever. Dog, I don't know, but I can't wait for it.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be dope.
Saying all that to say, I don't want to wait for it.
Oh yeah.
Saying all that to say, don't have this rollout be like the first one.
Oh yeah.
And this is just me speaking as a spoiled fan in 2022. Because if you think about it, back in the day, somebody could have told Jay started working on the album, and you won't see that album for 2 years. Yeah, or at least a year, or on a natural, regular schedule. But in 2022, we are all a bit impatient. And I just remember the first Donda rollout, and I'm like, while it was epic, let's just like half the time.
Right.
So hopefully Future can facilitate a little, it being expedited a little bit.
Thanks. We'll see. Oh, it is kind of related. I thought this was interesting. So it's old music killing new music, right? So basically, old songs represent 70% of the US music market. So basically, new music isn't really sticking, and people are just going back and listening to old catalogs.
I believe it.
And it's like
it makes all the sense in the world.
But 70% of the music, that's crazy. You would think like new music would be, but I do think it's a lot of reason why.
Wait, what is that stat again? 70%? Like, read it one more time.
So, okay. Old songs now represent 70% of the US music market, according to the latest numbers from MRC data.
Okay, represents 70% of the music market, meaning there are more old songs in the music market than new songs?
Well, they're saying basically like, I guess before the number would be higher for like new music. Like new music would always be like sticking around, and it's always like an influx of new music compared to the older songs. You get what I'm saying? But now it's just like all people care about is like, for the most part, older songs, and the newer songs are kind of just fading off. They don't have like the staying power. You get what I'm saying?
It makes, we talked about that on the show before. We live in a disposable age. Music is disposable. Nothing is really timeless. I think my issue, or not my issue, but what I'm trying to understand is when they say 70% of the music market, I don't exactly know what that means. 70% of the music that is currently being streamed, or just 70% of the music that exists in the music market? Because if it's 70% of the music that exists, of course it makes more sense, because older songs have been made for way longer than newer songs. Now, so what's older, what's newer?
I think they're talking about radio streaming, like they're factoring in all the like the trends.
Okay, so like currently active,
yeah,
listen to. Okay.
And they even talking about like TV shows, like the Grammy, like the viewership is like dropped like crazy. Like everything that's going on now is like, but I think the reason is just it's so much competition, bro. Like you compete against TikTok, and it's like I feel like we all realize we can just watch the highlights. It's like, bro, if it's not a Lakers game, I'm watching the highlights. I'm watching the House of Highlights 7-minute little. That's all I need to see, bro. I need to show me the good stuff. Skip all the other parts, and I feel like now we realize that with music of like, hey, we can skip all of this, get to the good stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I also feel like it's more older fans too. Newer music, I'm guessing, this is all speculation. It's a fun thing about this podcast. We don't need facts. But newer music, I assume, is usually made by newer or younger artists. And a younger artist's fan base is usually younger people. Whereas older fans can appreciate newer artists, but they have older artists that they've always liked that they can still appreciate. It just seems to be more,
right?
Just more people into older music because there are more, like, newer music just has such a limited or small fan base, especially when you talk about hip hop.
No,
it's just more limited. You can find a older hip hop fan that will listen to newer music, but I just think you'd be hard pressed to find just as many newer or younger hip hop fans that will listen to older music. So the ratio, even though 70% is a lot, the lopsidedness of it, regardless of how much it is, makes sense to me just off of sheer numbers. You know what I mean?
And you know what else? I think like radio isn't as much of a thing. Blogs aren't really a thing like it was. So it's not like people are like a lot of the songs we loved, they were like curated for us and almost like programmed to us. Like, you know what I mean? Certain songs you were going to hear 1,000 times a day. I feel like now it's so many options and it's such an overload of like music coming from everywhere. It's like, one, you got to sort through so much to get to certain stuff. And then two, it's not anybody just like, hey, we're going to play this and you're going to hear this a bunch of times. It's not as common. You know, like, I barely listen to radio. I listen to radio like once a month, bro, just to be like, all right, what's going on? And it's the same 5 songs.
Facts. The same 5 songs that you already knew was popping. Yeah. You didn't even need radio to tell you that they were the popping songs anymore. TikTok told you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So interesting, man. We got a couple things in the chat. One thing I saw back, Kanye West still uses the ASR 10. Do you think that has to do with his sound? A bit. Yeah. I wonder how often he's using the ASR. I don't know if it's like on every joint or whatever. I just wonder how often. Right. But I mean, anyone using the ASR, anything vintage that had that coloration, it will have a bit to do with their sound. With that being said, though, with the advancement of mixing plugins, mixing techniques, and engineers, I don't know how much of that sound is actually coming through, or how much of that sound couldn't be somewhat recreated by mixing. You know what I mean? I like the equipment. While I'll always be on the side of equipment that analog and more texture and more depth and all of that good stuff, the piece of gear plays less of a role now than it used to.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. Did you pull the trigger? Did you?
I am so trash, bro. Let's talk about
it. Oh man.
No, let's have a brief intervention from you right this second. Let's set the clock. We have a 160-second intervention for your boy. So in case you don't know what Trizza is talking about, I've been saying forever that I was going to get the new SP404 Mach 2. I'm looking at it, liking it, loving it. I know how to use it at this point. I've watched every video so much. I called Trizza yesterday with a whole list of questions. Answer my questions. Still didn't buy it. Every day I'm like, I'm going to buy it. My problem is, if it was available right now, because there's a back order. Let me share that. It's a back order because of parts and shipping and all that. If it was available right now, I would just go to Guitar Center to get it, or I would just order it if I knew it was going to come to my house tomorrow or the day after or whatever. But the fact that it's a back order, I cannot seem to pull the trigger to buy it, because I know people are like, yeah, you probably get one. You probably get in like April or May. Or something like that. And I know that amount of time is going to pass anyway, but I just can't bring myself to pull the trigger. And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with me for that.
No, I get it. Because it's like you're paying for something and then you don't get the joy of what you're paying for, and then you just got to sit around and just try to forget that anticipation when you want something. It's like, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, I'll be a right now. When I want something, I like want to go get it right now. Even Amazon next day sometimes is like, it's not fast enough because I'm that guy. So the fact that you're telling me April or May makes me not buy it, even though April or May is going to get here and I could have had one and I still would have not ordered it. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I need to get over that.
Let's see what we got in the chat. For the last couple of years, I mostly buy and listen to homie releases. Latest new non-homie album I've heard was Cordays. That's dope of you. Very, very, very also kind and generous.
Facts. Also, that speaks to the climate or how things are now. You don't. The radio and DJs and several other people, they can't dictate what it is now.
Right.
You're like, yo, you have enough homies. Think about that. You have enough homies that are creating music that you can make that what you listen to.
Thanks.
That's saying a lot about these days and times. Also, it's saying a lot about the DJ's role and the radio's role in the music industry today. And I don't quite know what that is.
It's bro, as someone who DJ, I'm like weirded out. Like I don't want to DJ in clubs anymore. Just because one, I've been away because the whole pandemic thing, right? Bro, I have no idea what works in the clubs. Like, I'm so confused about any of that because it's like if you play newer stuff, people weren't in the clubs with it, so they don't have that attachment. You know what I'm saying? It's a different attachment. If you like when you hear a song like Future Itching, right? When I hear that song, it makes me think about being in college and like being in certain clubs. I have an attachment to that song. But during the pandemic, all these songs dropped that people were just basically in the house, so they don't have that same. So it's like, do you play those songs? Do those songs work anymore? You know what I'm saying? Do you play classic stuff? But in trap, you playing stuff that's 2 years old is kind of like you behind. Yeah, so it's like it's a weird phase of like DJing and like what the role is for the DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because it used to be like we would break records and do all that. And I feel like with the internet and stuff, it's kind of different now. Unless you're playlisting and all that, it's a little weird. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm kind of confused by it, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. As someone who's you know what I mean in there.
Yeah, the DJ used to tell you what to listen to. Now people run up to the DJ telling them what to play. And the DJ is the one now like, what is that? I've never heard of that before. Whereas before the DJ was playing everything for you that you have never heard before.
Bro, people be asking for the most random, like, yo, this is like NBA YoungBoy's first song he did ever. Play this. I'm like, bro, I don't know what this is. Like, I know the main stuff. But, you know, with the internet, people be like, pull it up right now, play it. It's like, oh, come on, bro.
Dog, I miss DJs. I miss DJs playing stuff that I never heard before and then having to go find it.
Oh yeah.
Like as a kid, like going somewhere as a kid, you hear a DJ play something, you had to go on a mission, like a literal mission to find it. So
that's why I only do certain gigs. Like the gigs I do is like I could play remixes, I could play whatever I want to play, and that crowd is cool with it. But the more like traditional pop bottles, hookah clubs, them joints is tricky, bro. I ain't even gonna front. That's a tough crowd right now.
Yeah, I'm not a pop bottle club guy, but I am a Atlanta brunch guy.
Ooh, I ain't gonna front.
Same thing.
I enjoy standing on a good sofa in the middle of a club. I'm not even gonna front.
At 11:30 or 12:30 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I do enjoy it,
bro. Yeah, but even so, at the brunch spots and bro, brunch be crazy.
Oh yeah,
bro.
Out here is different.
Crazy. Yeah, it's super different. It's just as wild as the club at 1:30 a.m.
You be like, bro, y'all just woke up. Why y'all so hyped
and drunk?
Oh yeah,
it's just like almost a.m. But the thing is, the old school set during brunch be like 2018 set.
Yeah, it's weird.
It'll be like a true old school set. Then it'll be like, all right, we're gonna take you back like on some Atlanta shit. But it'd be like, song came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, and it's only gonna get worse. Like all these TikTok songs, it's like you played the stuff from last year, and you you gotta fly through them. You know what I mean? It's gonna get crazy.
That's a fact. Yeah, you play the chorus, but that's about it.
Let's see. I would rather find a song off an album that I like rather than waiting for someone to tell me what's hot. People still want to be programmed. That is true. That and the playlisting business is crazy.
Well, you have the option now. Prior to, well, at a different time, you didn't even have that option.
It's wild how all of it is like the same thing. It's just like different people get the power. Because at one point it was like the DJs, right? And that was like hosting the mixtapes. Then it became like live mixtapes and all that. That first kind of like SoundCloudish kind of that joint started going crazy. Then it was like the blog era, right? Which people curating. Now it's like the playlist, which is like someone curated this playlist and then they like, hey, or I'm sure it's I can't say, but I'm sure for some fees stuff moves because it's the music business. That's how it works.
Payola.
Yeah, I mean
payola.
Is that even a thing with playlists?
Yeah. Well, no, but it's funny. Yesterday, shout out to EA Ski. And EA Ski, if you're watching this, I'm gonna call you so we can talk about this. He sent me a video yesterday about streaming farms, and my response to him was that is new era payola. Whereas like you used to pay a DJ to play the shit a million times, now you pay the streaming farms to get the numbers up and people see it like, oh, everybody's on this song, and then everybody gravitates towards it. It's the same thing to me. So payola to me still exists, but not so much to the DJs, but like
right.
the streaming, the playlist, curators and the streaming farm people. Those are the new people you pay.
It's gonna be something else. So it's gonna keep switching.
Yeah, I mean it's the nature of the beast because the music industry itself is just going to change and evolve, and then you have the CD side, we'll call it. That's also going to change and evolve. Like as new ways to make money come into play, new ways to take money and scam are going to come into play. It's always going to be like the balance, no matter what's going on.
That's facts.
Can't stop it.
Quintino says, "Where do you even listen to the radio at nowadays?"
Car.
Yeah, that's it. And most of the time I'll be podcasting it up.
Oh, 100%. That's all I do in the car, podcast.
Are we cooking up this weekend, gentlemen? Young Ponzu, what up, bro?
Ponzu in the building, man. As a matter of fact, as soon as this is over, I gotta go.
Oh, you hitting the road?
You already know.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. Cooking heat. Young Eyebrow. Yo, shout out to Eyebrow, man. Let me tell you.
Come on, man.
So I'm over here making a beat. I'm like, bro, it's a sample, but I wanted to replay it because I just wanted to flip it a certain kind of way. I heard it in my head, and then I had the instrumental. I tried to rip it. I did all kinds of ways to try to get this sample, and it just was never right. I was like, who do I know that could play the guitar that would send it to me? And then I hit Av, like, yo, I know you play bass. You play, electric. Dog, he hit me with the joint with the quickness, bro.
Killed it,
bro. Like exactly what I was looking for, dog. Killed it. So,
Man, shout out to Ab, bro.
Yeah, shout out to that, man. I always appreciate that, man.
Somebody soon.
Oh man.
Yeah, I did a joint the other day, submitted it, and the word came back like, no, this is fire. Hold tight. And I know I'm gonna need a bass player on that joint. So
you know who the hits.
Y'all know what this is.
Ice cream.
Wait, speaking of y'all know what this is, shout out to Jermaine Dupree. If y'all saw my stories this week, I went and got me some JD's vegan frozen dessert. Fire, bro. I can't even front. It is fire. My wife came home with it. It was the peach cobbler joint. Got it at Walmart. Shout out to JD for being in Walmart.
That's major.
Dog, fire. I want to try the other ones. And I'm not a big dessert or sweets guy. It's amazing. It's amazing. Shout out to Jermaine Dupree. It's great to see you doing that business venture. Also appreciate you reposting my story. Appreciate that.
Oh, that's fire. Would you call that produce?
Ooh,
bars.
Of all the days. Yeah. But it was amazing. And he is on the marketing of this. I like to see when someone comes out with a product, like he's super like on the marketing. I see him promote it all the time. I see him, he has the hoodies, and he always got them on. And like I said, when I posted that I got some, he reposted me like 5 minutes later. He's on it. Yeah, he's not playing. He's not playing.
Okay, this is the vegan treasure question, and then we'll get back to talk about making beats. Is it ice cream that's trying to be like milk-based ice cream? Like, is it trying to be a replica of that, or is it just like it's like a almost like a sorbet kind of thing? Like it's his own thing.
It's closer to a creamy sorbet.
Okay.
And I'll tell you this: I don't like sorbet. I like ice cream. And it's more towards the creamier side to where I don't feel like I'm eating a sorbet. I feel like I'm eating a fruit kind of ice cream, but it doesn't seem like it's reaching to be ice cream. It seems like it's its own thing. It's just more creamier than it is fruity, but it'd be like a 45-55 ratio.
That's the only reason I don't eat chocolate or vanilla, which people think is crazy, but I don't like those flavors. So stuff in that vein, I don't really rock with, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, check it out though. I'm gonna support the homie, man.
Yeah, it's amazing that we're friends. You don't like chocolate or vanilla, but listen, the peach cobbler, really good. He got a chocolate one, and it's another one. I don't even know what the third. It's maybe like 3 or 4 flavors. But shout out to Jermaine Dupree for the dope thing, and also super customer at soundoracle.net, and also just an overall legend in the game. So and homie to Triz, I never met him.
For real?
I've only been. Wait, hold on. No, that's a lie. I've met him. I have.
Because
yeah.
I remember we were sitting at Southside and there was a whole conversation about you not existing. And I was like, dog, this is my homie. I'll call him right now. And I called you that day.
Was JD there?
He was there that day. He was there.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. Got you. And so that's why I thought y'all all met, because I know that's kind of set up some stuff.
When I went to Southside that night, Brian was there. JD wasn't there. It was me and DJ MacGyver. And Brian was there. But I met JD backstage at the we were doing the Magna Carta tour. It was the show here, and I met him backstage here. But that's pretty much it. But after that, he became just a customer of the site on a regular basis. But I don't think he ever put two and two together or even remembers me.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We'll see. Man, I miss when people trying to sell me mixtapes outside the call center I used to work at.
Ooh.
I don't miss that.
You want to see the gas station joints?
Me and Oracle was in New York. We were dodging the city people. You would have thought we was going to the Super Bowl the way we was dodging tackles, bro.
What?
You like hip hop music?
No. Get out of here.
Yeah, I was cool on that. I was cool on that.
Yeah. We was jumping over him and ducking him and all that. Shout out to the hustlers, man. I know they was mad when mixtapes and DVDs weren't able to be sold in barbershops at outside gas stations. A lot of people had to make some hood career choices.
Dog,
I need a new job.
The burning CD era was epic, dog. I remember like me and my brother, we like made a killing. I had a 1 CD disc burner and it would take 30 minutes. And so I was like, the band album was dropping and I was like, I had to be in like middle school, high school. It's like early, bro. And I remember I was like staying up, like trying to burn 1 CD at a time. Cause I was like the first one to have it. And that drink hit the streets. Oh, it was going crazy, bro. I was good. I felt like Nino Brown with the CDs, bro.
100%. I had a little Carter going on myself in Baltimore. Cause my roommate at the time, he was a barber.
That's the instant connection.
I did music and I was one of the first people to have a CD burner. The dual boy. This is still way early in the burning joint. So even if people had one, they had the one. I had like the multi joint. Bruh, you talk about a setup. Man, it's a wonder the police ain't come. Y'all boys making so much money over here. What are y'all doing? Nope. Barbershop. Do barbershop hustle still exist?
I don't know, bro.
I'm not buying no deodorant for $2 from nobody. Or no batteries. It's over now.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Bezos killed y'all.
They come in with an NPC or something. Maybe we can.
That joint ain't gonna have no cord. No power supply at all. Like, bro, how this joint ain't got no power supply? And who is Ricky?
It's a NPC. I got a drink.
NPC.
No, that's good. It's good. It's the same thing.
The Akai bruh box 2. Bro, this ain't real. What is this?
The Akira NPC. What is this?
Not the Akira NPC. Oh man. Wait. So when you make a beat, real quick, when you make a beat at night, and how many times do you listen to it the next day?
Oh, 1,000.
Do you not? Am I the only one that wastes at least half of their morning listening to the beat that was made last night?
Oh yeah, have to. You got to pace around in circles. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's the ritual. You know?
Yeah. I'm gonna drive to the store, the grocery store. No, the one in Tennessee. Yeah. I gotta listen to this beat on repeat.
Yeah. No, that's like I want to play on different speakers. Like, oh, let me play it on the Beats field and let me put it over here on these speakers. And the greatest ones is when you're like surprised by it again, but then the ones where you like, ooh, I gotta fix that. I hate those moments where you're like, ugh, okay, no, that's not what I thought.
Whoa, was I tripping? Right.
I was going through some things.
Oh, that's a fact. Wait, so is this a good time to do my I got a plugin of the week.
Ooh, fire.
And I have a cheat code of the week. Which one would the chat like to hear first? The plugin of the week or the cheat code of the week?
We need a song for it. Plugin of the week.
Yeah, we gotta get some people like that. Yo, Quintendo Power said hustling some cool water. Fam. Whoa.
Awesome.
Whoa. Got that cool water. Got that CK1. Got that obsession. Got all the played out 90s flavors. Got some Egyptian musk. Check it out.
I got the Axe body spray.
Ooh. Yo, Axe body spray. I'm sorry. It's overrated to me.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, that was after my time. That's after my time.
That made me think of 9th grade PE or something. That's what Axe body spray is like.
Like, fam, I were a grown man since. Thank you very much.
Let's see. Plugins first.
All right, man. Plugins first. Okay. So this week's plugin of the week is Amplify. I don't know if y'all seen it. It is a drum enhancement plugin. Fam, it's incredible. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I want to say it emulates like SP1200. I'm not quite sure what it's emulating, but dog. Oh, drums be coming out of that.
I gotta check it out, man.
Yeah, man. Check it out, man. Check it out. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you I want to make sure I tell you everybody that's involved with it. But just know, Amplify, crazy for the drums. And I'm gonna let you know everyone involved. I don't want to leave anybody out. Because it is really dope. I checked it out last night. So as I make beats this weekend, I'll be incorporating that, and hopefully I'll put it in my stories or something.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me some new plugins.
Yeah.
I need something.
I'm gonna let you know. Hold on.
Just want to like potato chips. It's like you can't just have one. You know what I mean? You got to get you just got to keep reaching in the bag. You know what I mean? You got to keep.
Facts. I'm a potato. Yep. So yeah, but in case you don't know, plugin of the week, Amplify is by Divided Souls and Ski Beats.
Oh, fire!
It's fire. Yeah, bro, it's fire. Do your drums a favor. Give them a dirty bath and Amplify.
Nice. Ski Beats is on it.
It's the homie.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's like the validation. That's all you need to know. It's like, all right.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So shout out to Divided Souls and Ski Beats. Yep. Yes. And I got another joint too, but we'll move on. I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Listen, I have a question. This is what I do, by the way. On Fridays, I get in here and I think stuff all week, and then I ask y'all the questions. All my people out there that do the home studio thing, how are y'all faring during the COVID times? Do you care? Do you not care? Because you know how it is. Like, you don't have a studio, but you are a producer. You do cut vocals for people. You may even sell studio time and sell beats out of the crib, which was cool pre-pandemic. But now, how do you carry it? Because things were up, then they were kind of down. Now they kind of, I don't know, people don't seem to be as scared anymore. So I wonder if like the home studio guys are like, come on in, I'm still taking the bread, or if they like, fam, my family lives here, so I can't have people in. It's a tough position to be in when you run a business from the home. Nowadays, a business that depends on client, and that's the same as you know how it is, the women that do hair.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Same deal. So I just wonder how the home business people are faring right now. What are they doing?
I'm sure that's tricky. Yeah, it's crazy because somebody hit me about pulling up. It's like, because normally they come to the crib, we work. It's like, I pull up to the crib. I'm like, maybe Ron Burgundy, Zoom. Like, man, you seen Zoom been going crazy though, right? That's when you gotta start hyping up the alternatives, man.
Bruh, like I'm saying, I could record you over Zoom. No, you can't. That's why very tricky. The metaverse is going to be kind of it, because you got to think, along with metaverse, when that is super popping, let's say everything stays on the track that it's on, 5G will be everything that they say it's going to be, or, it's going to be fully actualized. I know it's here, but it ain't here. Sure. Saying all that to say, you could actually, due to the widespread 5G and the close to 0% or the close to zero latency, as they say it's going to be, you could actually record people over the internet, and you could get fancy, have them feel like they're recording in a fancy studio because you got the hottest metaverse studio ever. And bro, you could actually, if you're a dope engineer, you could actually open up a metaverse home studio and make some bread. Yeah. I'm
about to have the fire studio in the metaverse. Like,
that's a fact.
That would be kind of hard.
Yeah, bro. Because the thing that's gonna set you apart and help you make the money is your actual skill as an engineer. But whoever got the nicest meta studio, bro, I'm going to the studio. Let me put the Oculus, the Quest 4 or 5 by that point. Let me put the Quest 5 on and go to the studio real quick.
The Quest contact lens.
Facts. Fact. I mean, hey, look, you ain't gonna be able to really get your fits off.
You just got to get the virtual fits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Virtual fits. I don't know about that.
They ain't gonna hit like.
Nah, they ain't gonna hit like real fits.
Yes, that's true.
Because you can look like whatever. Like people gonna be past fits in the metaverse. They're like, I have 14 karat gold skin, sir. I don't need clothes.
Like, sir, you look like a giant teddy bear right now, literally. Like,
put some pants on, sir.
Get out of here, Winnie the Pooh.
Get some genitals while you at it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. Yeah. It's gonna be wild. I'm about to pull the plug on the Oculus too.
Same here. I was just telling my homeboy, I'm about to get one, man.
Yeah. I was telling you the other day, and tell me how y'all feel in the chat. Like, I think it's one iteration away from becoming something I would purchase. Saying all that to say, like, last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was, it had to be like connected to the computer or something. And then, it just keeps getting better and better and better. And even though they're still big, I think it's like one more technological evolution, which I think will come very soon. And that'll be where I feel like I could buy one and it won't be like crazy outdated.
Yeah, we in the danger zone now of like, as soon as you cop it, it's like how, bro, I'm like, I was about to get an iPhone 13, right? Dog, they every time I go to buy it, they keep talking about the iPhone 14. I'm like, bro, the 13 literally just came out. Why are y'all talking about the 14? So now I'm like, do I just wait? Do I just wait it out to get the 14? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's funny. Okay, so Moore's law, as we've talked about before, basically it's the law that says technology, and forgive me if I'm getting this wrong, it doubles in capacity or power every year and halves in price or something like that. That's Moore's law. But that law is exponential. So saying that to say things will get more evolutions of things will come out closer together, and it'll get to a point where things are so close, it makes the buyer reluctant. And we're starting to see that now. You see how many questions we get here, like, should I hold out for the push 3? Bro, you ain't heard nothing about a push 3. But everything else around you is just moving so fast that it makes you scared to buy stuff now.
That is very real.
Yeah, I would be terrified to buy, not terrified to buy an iPhone, but I wouldn't feel like, I wouldn't be disappointed if a new one came out in 6 months or tomorrow.
I'm just like, bro, that joint literally just dropped. Hey, yeah, they going crazy. They need to start dropping. Is that how we got to drop sample packs? It's like every day. It's a new sample. Stay tuned for the next sample pack next week.
Bruh. Facts. Tomorrow.
That's how I be feeling. I ain't gonna fret.
It seems like that. Like, yo, you buy a sample pack, it'll be a link for like the sample pack that's dropping in an hour in that joint.
That's nice.
Like, yo, by the time you unzip this, part 2 will be out. Speaking of sample packs, real quick, shout out to everybody that was on the focus group last week. I'm doing cassette instruments. It's a one-shot instrument kit that is obviously run through cassettes and all that type of stuff. But shout out to the focus group. Everybody was super amazing. I sent the first half of it over to Realistic to be mixed. I wasn't able to finish it because you know what I got going on right now. So I'll be doing the other, I'll be completing the other half this weekend. So focus group members, be on the lookout for some more stuff coming your way.
Dope.
Yeah. And real quick, Zulu Child and Dance Like Butter. Y'all are superheroes.
Hey, shout out to first of all, it's a great names.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Everybody got great names.
Let's see. Tracks All Day says, should I get trap therapy too or wait for 5?
Hey, listen. Even though we've only released Trap Therapy 1, if I was you, I'd hold out till next Friday so you can get the whole 13-part series, the Trap Therapy bundle. Yeah, next Friday. Well, that's when
we got
Trap Therapy 13 will be out.
Let's see. The Oculus 2 is great, but version 3 is coming spring/summer. I think I'll just wait. See, I'm glad.
That's exact. I didn't even know when 3 was coming, but I just felt like, bro, I need to wait for another revolution, and I don't feel like I'll be waiting until 2024 or nothing like that.
See, I could wait to spring/summer. Hey, that's
wait to spring/summer for Oculus, but not a SP404.
Get your priorities together, Oracle.
I feel like my priorities are very outdated because I don't need the SP404. It looks hella fun. I'm gonna use it, but I am dying to spend $500 for that, and almost reluctant to spend $300 for the Oculus right now.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but anyway,
Let's see. Ponzu says more plugins. Audio Thing Wires is a new one I think is fire. Audio Thing Wires. That seems cool.
Well, Audio Thing as a company is fire. Audio Thing, I'll let your boy. But yeah, Audio Thing is super dope. So I'm gonna check it out. And Ponzu, not for nothing, fire with the plugin recommendations.
Oh yeah, he's that dude for the plugin recommendations.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll be over there. He'll text me like, "Yo, check out this." And I'll be like, "All right, bro."
Oh, 100%.
I'll be writing notes to myself like,
I'm like, "What is this?"
Good choice.
Facts. Shout out to you, bro.
Let's see what we got going on.
Let's see. Oh, co-production with Microsoft virtual Oakley glasses. 100%. Hey, the homie Butter. Yeah. Yo, your homie, he came through in a. Hold on. I gotta talk about what he did real fast. So for the focus group, it's a whole form I got laid out. I'm like, pick your favorite, blah, 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 blah. Any comments, suggestions, whatever you got, put them in this section right here. My man left a thorough, detailed description and rating of every single preset, not just the ones that he picked as the favorite. All of them. There are 20 presets with every form, and they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably like 9 forms. Because it's pianos 1, pianos 2, pianos 3, bells 1, bells 2, bells 3, cents, blah 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 blah. My man went and wrote a description for all 20 presets on every category. I had to hit this man. It was the middle of the night. First of all, I don't know where he lives. I think he lives in Cambodia somewhere, because when I'm up like at a crazy hour, he's always up. It's like 3, 4 in the morning. I'm hitting this man like, "Yo, bro, you are incredible. Are you serious?" Yeah, he's super dope. Zulu Child, pretty much the same thing too. So shout out to him.
Man, this is a topic that I thought was dope. Now I might be butchering it a little bit because I saw it and I was like, man, I need to watch it before the podcast so I could like get the whole gist of it. Definitely forgot. But Buddha bless this beat. Dope producer. I really enjoy his beats. Like I feel like he's one of those ones that I'm like, he's going crazy right now. But he was talking about how A&Rs and managers are messing up the music industry because they're picking beats based off of being able to finesse publishing and percentages off of stuff rather than picking the best song. So they'll be like, "Yeah, I'll bring my producer in because I could get 8% off of this record from him rather than putting the best person for the song and let it just naturally compete out." And I was like, man, that is a real thing that happens a lot of times where people don't realize, like, right, it's so many times where I've been brought in situations, they be like, "All right, you can work with this person, but I need, if something happens, I need 10% or I need 8% for just interest." I'm like, bro, this is your job.
Yeah.
I don't know why Diego. Damn, Diego.
Come on, Diego, you know.
But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's just crazy how it worked. And I just thought it was an interesting topic. Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, 100%. all the time. Not on the favorable end either. It hasn't happened to me on the favorable end yet, but it's just kind of. I figure it's just kind of part of the game, and I also figure it's existed forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more prominent now with how technology is, but that's existed forever. Just like the 360 deal, what existed before the 360, and I didn't even think about it until I was listening to something, and they were like, I think it was Drink Champs, and they're talking about back in the day, like somebody would have a label, and the artist would be signed to that label, and then their manager would be the head of the label's man. So they would manage the artist. Now the label can't manage the artist because that's a conflict of interest.
Right.
And if the label and the manager are on the same business, that's a conflict of interest.
Mm-hmm.
But if y'all just have the understanding and y'all have two separate businesses, but they're signed to you and I manage them, technically that was the introduction of the 360 deal before the 360 deal. I think it was Drink Champs I was listening to. And I was like, oh,
that's crazy. What episode was that? You remember?
It was the most recent episode with Drez and Chi Ali. It came out today. You know, the audio one came out today, and they were talking about old school, old school Def Jam, way back in the day, where it was the label, and then it was the management. So you had Rush management, and then I think Def Jam was the label. So you had basically Russell and Leor. Something like that. But yeah, I was like, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, in certain cases, I feel like it does make sense. Like, if someone's like really like out there, like working and like making plays, like I've seen people who make plays and they put people together in a room and like they working to get the record together. It's like, okay, I can understand that person get publishing, but it is a lot of
Jay Stevens.
Yeah, perfect example. Like Jay gonna make sure if Jay got to record, he gonna record. If Jay got to make a part of the beat, he gonna do whatever it's gonna take to make the song good. So it's like, yo, whatever publishing he needs to get, that makes perfect sense. Like, give it to 100%. Him. But it be some people that be finessing, and I get what he's saying. Overall, it's like, yo, you're making the projects not as good. Like it's like you're making you're picking the worser beats or not as good songs out of money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, that is like a very valid point. Like, it's affecting the quality of the music. It's like, dang, bro.
Ugh. Yeesh. Anyway, sad now. Mr. Sandman Griffin, what up, bro? Glad you can make it.
Big facts.
Yo, do you have a standard studio uniform? It don't have to be necessarily the same clothes, but like the same type of outfit.
If I'm going out to the studio?
No.
Just at the crib?
Home. Yeah, and this is for you. This is for the chat. This is for everybody.
It's different now, though, because you know what time I'm on now. I be at home even if I'm not going nowhere. I try to dress like I'm.
Yeah, I'm not really asking you.
I be at the crib, not going nowhere, fully dressed,
photo shoot ready,
and for no reason.
Yeah, Trisha wake up like, all right, brush my teeth, put my chain on, you know, do all that.
Why do you have a cheetah print button up on? It's like, it's Tuesday, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? It's got to happen, man.
Hey, as Lil Man said, don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Facts.
That's splat.
Facts.
That's splat. I tried to splat up too much for this show. It didn't work out. I had to switch. I was hot as hell, bro. I had on I was like, well, I'm killing with this hoodie, this Dior hoodie. Not this one, it's another one. Fam, I almost died. I was like, oh, it's not gonna work. That joint's thick as a mug.
Oh yeah. Them joints ain't no. I got on a shirt. You can't even read it though. That's like, that takes away part of the fun.
That's all right. We know it costs $600.
No. Let's see.
Oh man.
See, I usually have on a Scully when I'm working in the studio.
See, it'd be those things. For me, it's a hoodie. A zip-up hoodie, usually a black zip-up hoodie, some type of studio pants. I'll show you my pants in a minute. And then if it's after 7 p.m., I got the nice thick robe, the nice thick furry robe. Oh, that's the move. I
do make beats with sunglasses on.
All right, man, I'm gonna go over here.
No, here's the thing. I put chains and sunglasses on because it makes me feel like like I'm almost in a club. It makes me feel like I'm somewhere else. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I mute the TV. I put on parties, typically Jamaican like parties. If you type in Jamaican dance hall like live parties, it's a whole playlist of people being clubs and they just partying. I will put it on mute and then I will make beats with my sunglasses on and chains on. But it makes me feel like, hey, if I can't go to the club and get that same turn up, this is as close as I can get at the crib. You know what I mean? Until I get to the metaverse. You know what I mean? So
it's fire.
Yeah.
Maybe at the crib typing in 1995 Bogle contest.
Petra live.
Butterfly competition final.
No. Hey, just know that they're gonna push the limits of YouTube. What them videos is like on the limit of YouTube guidelines.
Yeah. How many cheeks do you have? Yeah.
I was like watching it, making it be. I was like, I probably should be watching this right now. Probably
right.
Somebody walk in this, I gotta some explain. I'm gonna have to give them the context of why I'm doing this. Because this is gonna be wild right now.
No, not stop Pornhub. It's a part. No, man. You got to be there.
Yo, why is she doing Butters like that? She said Butter makes beats with wigs on. Come on, man.
that man is not here to defend himself.
No, he here.
Oh, he is?
She waited. She waited for him to get here and then said, "Oh, I'm going straight."
Oh, that's a friend.
Damn.
Oh, that's a friend.
Not the lace. Not the lace.
Not the lace front.
Dang, not the silk. Not the silk.
Watch what ring light you use. They could expose your lace front.
Dang, bro. Dang, that's tough.
Yo, that's dope. That's super dope. Well, Butter, thank you for being here. Once again, I was talking about what a great focus group member you were and are. Appreciate you.
Well, I was about to make the plug for the other business. Well, since you do like those.
Hey, listen.
Hey, bro.
It's time. Wait, I had a hold on. I got a whole slew of topics. Don't mind me for like 2 seconds.
Don't mind me. Did you cook up this week? Oh yeah, you did. I know you did because you working on it.
Man, I cooked. I'm a 5-star Michelin chef at this point.
Bro, I'm terrible at my balance, bro. It's like I was doing good at TikTok and making content, but then it's like I had to pick. It's like I could do business and make beats or business and content. I haven't figured out how to do all of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like one always suffers because I get so locked in. It's not like a 1 hour thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough. And even if you schedule it out, sometimes you can't stick to the schedule. That's where I'm at now. And I'm not really used to that. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of driving me crazy. Because I have the week scheduled out. This is what I'm doing today. This is what I'm doing at this time. But because of where I'm at right now, I'll get a call, I'll get a text, and that just changed my whole like day. And now it's like I wake up to a new mission every day. And it'd be a mission.
Oh yeah. They got you on GTA 6.
Fan, it'd be a mission. My answer is always, hell yeah, I can do that. Give me an hour. Always. Never done this before in my life. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'll figure it out though, but give me an hour.
Gotcha.
But everything that I had planned today or whatever day, i.e. finishing the new product and all that type of stuff, it kind of takes a backseat. But hey, man, sometimes you got to sacrifice to change things.
So Dance Like Butter says, and yeah, the wig thing is a whole thing on Twitch. Hey, we're no judgment zone.
Yeah, we Planet Fitness out of music production. No critics.
No critics. Hey.
Yeah.
Very different. I don't think I was expecting the conversation to go there, but okay. We're here. We're here. Let's just bask in that. Okay, we're here. We're accepted. Okay, it's cool.
This is who we are now. Damn, not music related, but on the low, you can get unlimited massages every day for $30 a month. You waiting for the hook?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the hook. I'm so confused right now. What's going on?
Planet Fitness. They got massage tables and massage chairs. And you can just go in and use them.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So hey, it's a massage by water jets, warm water. It's amazing. Nobody has to touch you. You don't have to wait for anybody. You don't have to take any clothes off. It's fire. So if you just want to run real quick, grab a massage and come back to the studio. I'm just saying, for $30 a month, you can get unlimited massages 24 hours a day.
Or we'll be knowing some stuff, though. I don't know what part of Reddit, man. I don't know what part of Reddit you be on, but I'm sure you be. Oracle is the couponing dude. Also, it's like he get $500 worth of stuff and pay $12 for it. You be like, how did you?
Exactly. So if you see me at 3:30 in the morning, and I'm talking about I just came from getting a massage, you know that my third massage of the day. You already know what it is.
You gotta be careful who you say that to, bro. Somebody they gonna think you on some demon time.
What's wrong with you, sir?
Sir,
don't hate me because I'm active.
Bring me that table, bro. I gotta see that dude from TikTok. That's like my favorite videos, bro. It's like anything that looks provocative. People like, but sir. Oh man, yo, Busy Works Beats. What up, bro?
Busy, what it do, man? Listen, I'm telling you, I be massaged up. Oh, like, all right, wait for this to export. It's gonna take a little while. You go get a massage real quick.
I know, be out here.
Yeah, I'll walk in that joint. They already know you was in here earlier. I'm like, yep, table 7 over. All right, give me that.
So Not So Good says, are $2,000 plus keyboards workstations a thing of the past for producers?
Yes. Not all producers, but the majority of producers, 1,000,000% more. Yeah, that's over with. The most expensive thing that people are still buying right now, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, is MPC X.
Yeah, I think so.
Outside of that, unless you are like the gospel guy who's buying like the Kronos or something, I don't see people buying expensive gear anymore.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Dog, you remember it used to be like the barrier to entry. Like equipment used to be so expensive and studio time used to be so expensive. If someone made music, they had to have some money, right? So we talked about that before. But if you think about how many people, and this is especially in the Triton and Trinity and Motif days, how many people, because that's back when some people did have bad beats. It's tough to find bad beats. Really tough. You got to think, those people spent stacks to be bad. Now someone can just get a program cracked illegally and be bad for free. Which is,
that's hilarious because it's like, yo, it's not only bad that you're trash. You spent racks to be trash.
You got a part-time job to be trash.
Yeah, it's like if you get it for the free skill or for the low, it's like, and you were trash, like, all right, cool. But you had to that was like a plan. Like, yo, I'm gonna get a side job. I'm gonna save up this money. I'm gonna buy this Triton.
There you go.
And then, dang, that's tough. That's cold world.
If you like, bro, I'm between 14 and 20, 21 years old. Where am I getting $2,000 at? That's not pre-internet, but pre-popping internet days. You really had to get out in the world and get you some stacks. Do something. Yeah. And to do that and then still be bad, it's like, ooh, man.
I told you, I was selling stuff on eBay. I got my Motif ES because I was selling stuff on eBay in high school. And I was so happy, bro. That was a good time in my life. That was a great time. I don't think I've ever felt so accomplished off of something than buying that Motif, bro. I felt like I made it at that point. It's like, yes.
But that's another topic real quick that we stumbled on. You did used to get such a feeling of accomplishment from getting new gear and new plugins because they were so expensive. You had to physically go and get them. Do you still have that level? Do you still feel that level of accomplishment today with getting, let's say a plugin. Back in the day, you could buy a plugin, you feel pumped. Yeah. Now you get a plugin, it's kind of like, let me get another plugin and another plugin and another plugin.
It's kind of like, it's like, back in the day, it's like you didn't have the Game Shark or you didn't have like the codes. Like now you could go to any game and watch YouTube and somebody's explaining to you how to beat it. It's like,
yeah,
that's kind of how making beats is. It's like before we didn't have like, you couldn't go on, like you had to go to Future Producers. That was the only place you could go to get any information about making beats. It's like Future Producers, and it was the one that's like KR. It's like
KRV. KBR.
Yes, yeah. That was like the only place you could go to get like gear sluts. Those are like the three. And it's like if it weren't there, you were short, bro. On no YouTube tutorial. So I feel like you kind of had to be like locked in. Now, it's like it's access. So it kind of takes away it's like with now, it's like when you play a game, it's like the missions aren't as like enjoyable because it's like, yo, I can always just cheat my way through it. You know what I mean? Bro, I was playing this game, it's called No Man's Sky. And my friend showed me how to cheat and become a billionaire in the game. And I stopped playing the game immediately. As soon as I became a billionaire, I lost all interest in the game. No, I was obsessed with this game. And as soon as I became rich in the game, I was like, all right, it's pointless.
The feeling of accomplishment, it just isn't there. And I'm saddened by that. Although you have more stuff now, way more stuff and way better stuff than you ever could have dreamed that you would have. But the feeling isn't there anymore. And I'm big on feeling. Like I use antiquated equipment, like that NPC behind me, if y'all can see it, stuff like that. I use that every now and again because it's a feeling that it gives me. So I'm big on that. And it's just hard for me to get that feeling now with getting new plugins or new gear. I miss it.
No, that's right. Fonzie said Feature Producers brought it back. No, Feature Producers was the joint, dog.
Yeah, it was. Gear sluts too.
Oh man. I was the forum shawty, dog. I was on there, bro.
Yes, indeed, bro. Look, yo, me and Brian Kidd, shout out to Brian Kidd. I remember us telling people what the internet was. And we were on message boards back in the day. And people had cracked plugins back then. But just nobody knew how to find those types of message board, let alone what plugins really were, let alone what crack plugins really were. It was wild, bro. Shout out to Happy Hippo. It was a forum called Happy Hippo that would have all the crack plugins. This had to be like, this is like 98, 99.
Oh, that's crazy.
This was way back. Like I said, people were like, I'm still trying to figure out what AOL chat is. And we was on that joint getting crack plugins. Yeah.
So that was the ICQ.
That was ICQ. Yeah. Man, that was back in the day. It's also back in the day when we were in college, whatever years those were, and we ran cords from his dorm to my dorm. Wait, one of us was upstairs. I think I was on the second floor. He was on the third floor. We ran cords out the window in front of the building from his joint. Yo, they came like, yo, I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all gotta cut this shit out right now. But we like, yo, the beat is going on up in my joint. The vocals are being recorded by some artist down in his joint, and we on the phone and we running. It was like we were trying to make this stuff happen before it was like really happening, and it was just funny to see where things are now.
Black Russia says Future Producers still getting posts is crazy. It was a crazy subculture. I just thought of a good little segment to add to my little content thing.
Oh, nice.
Hold on, let me write this note to myself. Sorry.
Okay, so to the chat, while Trezor is jotting down his future question that's going to make him a billionaire. I got a question for everybody, Trezor, you too. For all my plugin and internet vets in here, if you were to walk into a room and people were talking about old school veteran plugins, what is the one plugin you would mention to let them know that you knew what you were talking about?
You know my answer.
I think I do know your answer, but go ahead.
T-Rex.
Ooh,
T-Rex had a moment in time, but it's like, it was a pocket of time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It was a pocket of time.
That was the second answer I had picked for you. I thought you were going to say Vanguard first.
Ooh, that was
and good. Then I was like, he's either going to say Vanguard or T-Rex.
I don't know. T-Rex is so funny. I don't know why it's funnier.
that logo was they tried. They
and they had
reached
the
with
little
the name
switch.
and the logo.
You remember the little switch?
Yeah, the up and down joint.
Yeah. It's like, man, you don't take this terrible UI UX.
Gooey. But wait, my plugin would be Intact.
Ooh, that was good.
That would make you seem like a genius level goat.
See, I didn't know about it until you. I found out about you, and then way after the fact.
That's why I would say it, because half the room might be like, I don't know what that is, and then you really look like the goat. But for those that don't know, Intact was made by Native Instruments. It was a sampler plugin, and it was one of the first sampler plugins I can remember that had time stretch. And that was like my go-to plugin. Trezor, when I met you, I was still using Intact.
Oh yeah,
you remember, bruh? That was the go-to plugin by Native. The who's who knew about it and were using it, and most people just didn't know about it. Shout out to Tim, shout out to Polo, shout out to Brian. It was like a small subset of us that knew about it. But then Native switched to they started focusing on Contact, and they left Intact alone. They abandoned that at version 1.0.3. They also had Compact. They abandoned that, and then they just kind of made Contact all of those things together. But Intact was a beast, bro. It was a beast, and that's what I would bring up.
I never forget. I was working with Jay, and he had an Intact thing from you. And this is before I knew who you were or anything. This is what initially I was like, Jack, you have to introduce me. And he was playing the loop, and I was so confused of how the samples were like. I'd never seen it before. The way you had the samples on the keyboard, I'd never seen it. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why do you have a sample? He's like, oh yeah, that's like my boy. That's how he does it. And I was like, bro, please introduce me. And that's why I would bother him, is because I saw your Intact joint. That's literally why I would hit Jay every day, like, yo, introduce me to him, dog. Introduce me to him. I'll pay him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was that, bro. I remember the sounds and everything, bro. I remember how the sound was. It's like, yeah, that's crazy.
Bruh. Yeah, yo, Intact was a beast. I still got all of those Intact kits.
Damn.
All them sounds still rocking. I actually am thinking about doing a section of the cassette instruments and pulling some of my, because I used to make one shots in that joint because it's keyboard. So I'm gonna pull some of those, probably some of those Intact sounds and make like a special like bonus section of the kit with some of those.
I got a situation off of a sound, a one shot that comes from you. And I never forget, because I know, bro, I still have that beat, and I played it with somebody in the meeting. I played one beat, and he took off the headphones and was like, oh, yeah, we good. Bro, that was the beat. And I know it, bro. I know I still have the beat, bro. And it comes from a one shot from you. That's how I know.
Yo, next time we do a live producer joint, you got to play that beat.
Yeah. No, well, the beat is probably terrible now. It probably did not age well. But
even more reason to play it.
Yeah. But, so we got some good. So Prophet, Juno, not bad. Synapse. Ooh, I ain't heard that in a minute.
Dang, Synapse.
Battery. Ooh, good old Battery.
Facts.
I heard if you say Battery 3-5 times, Brian Michael Cox will pop up and high five you.
Brian Michael Cox and Rodney Jerkins will just pop up and
let me stop him, Brian. We'll come try to fight me.
Man, Brian gonna roll up on us and hit us in the head with a couple Grammys. Knock us clean out, bro.
Man.
Knock us clean out. Yo, by the way, if you Brian Michael Cox, do you wake up saying, which Grammy am I gonna wear today?
Oh yeah,
I think you do.
Sure.
I think you do. He's got like a chain. He's put Grammys onto it.
Oh, that's what I would do.
98. Good year.
My homie Derek, he's like a songwriter. He got 2 Grammys this past year. Bro, he has an Instagram for the Grammy. Like, so the actual statue, he made a whole Instagram, be carrying around, go to parties with it. I'm like, bro, I don't blame you. I would do the exact same thing, bro.
Hilarious.
Because to get the little statue, that's a whole.
Yeah, not everybody's getting a statue. Even if you're involved in a project, that don't mean you get.
That's a whole different thing. So if I had one, I'm acting foolish, bro.
Yeah, I wish I had a statue. I don't have a statue. Yeah.
Oh, the Grammys is back though. Did you see that?
No.
I don't know what the rules, Ponzu. I don't know if you're in here, bro, but they're
back on.
They back on. I saw that. So shout out to my dog Ponzu for getting nominated. Hopefully, my boy takes it home.
Home team.
That'll be an unquantized podcast spam Grammy. You know what I mean?
Facts. Great. Come on, bro. Fire.
We'll see. Y'all two should start a hip hop producer forum. Gear Sluts forum is dead now. Damn. R.I.P.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we got something in the works.
Yeah.
Sort of similar.
Ear sluts.
slutty producer. You know how Atlanta got a slutty vegan restaurant?
Slutty producer.
Slutty producer.
Facts. I like it. We gonna rock with it.
Yeah. I'm not signing up for that.
Man.
Who's still using sound fonts? Oh man.
Ooh.
Lex Luger. That's what it makes me think of.
I remember sound fonts. That's back in the Reason days.
Ooh, good times, man.
Yes, indeed. That's back in the Reason days.
The brass sound font. Oh, come on. That was a run, bro. That was an iconic run in producer history.
Woo. Y'all don't know nothing about Giga Studio though. Ooh. I'm not even gonna sit here because I'm gonna start naming old
producer reminisce.
Bruh. I'm gonna start talking about Giga Studio and Hallion and all that stuff.
You remember Adderall Orchestra?
Bruh.
Yo, that little vocal joint in that joint, it was slap though. They had the little random vocals in there. For real, you see, bro, he killed them. That Puerto. That bruh, all those joints come from Adderall Orchestra, bruh.
Yes, sir. Old school that's a classic right there, bro. That is a classic. Man, so I had an interesting epiphany over the week. I thought about this. So a lot of people here may just be starting out, or you've been doing it for a while and you're waiting for your break, and you may feel like maybe I don't have what it takes, or just whatever doubts you may have. We all have them. But I encourage you to think about this. You may very well be a star or a GOAT at what you're doing with what you're doing right now, but people just don't know it yet. And what made me think about this is there are times, if you're on social media, you can find somebody that's popping right now. And if you just go back, you'll see the exact point where other people started knowing that they were popping. They didn't change anything. Just other people got wind of them and they took off. And the way that you could tell is you'll see certain posts and video, low like count, low views, low everything. And then at a certain point, it's just stacks and stacks of views, and likes and comments. And if you look at their career, that's when they got the break. They did that one song or they did that one thing. And now everybody knows about them. So it just made me think about life, because sometimes what you're doing is good enough. You're just not doing, the right people haven't seen it, or you're not doing it in the right place. Like for me, I didn't change the way I was making beats. I didn't change anything. I changed my location at the time and moved to Atlanta. And what I couldn't do in 10, 15 years where I was from, I could do in 90 days where I was at. Didn't change anything about me. Just the right people got to see it. So when you're getting discouraged, just think about that, because what you do every day in your taste, you're used to it, and you may even be tired of it. But once the right person or the right people, that right situation happens, everybody's going to realize like, yo, you were super dope at it and you knew it the whole time. Just don't lose faith. And it's plenty of stories out there, man. Just go check somebody's page, man. Go check somebody that recently blew up. Go look at it. You'll see it.
So
I looked at my own joint.
Oh yeah. I remember the time when stuff started popping off for you. It's like I remember the little quarter video. I feel like that was like at the beginning of it. I was like, bro, that's what made the Brian Michael Cox and Southside conversation happen. That quarter video. But yeah, shout out to you again. Always being a inspiration. You are the one that told me to get on Instagram and start showing people stuff. And at the time, I never forget, 269 followers. That's crazy.
That's exactly what I had. 269 followers.
That's crazy.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Young Trizza, man. That was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I don't know how many years ago at this point. It was a long time ago, though.
Now you went foolish.
Oh, yeah. It's over.
It's crazy because that's how TikTok works, bro. It's weird because it's like almost like a analogy for life of how stuff works now. But Instagram, was known for being like perfect. Like you wanted to be like this very styled, aesthetically pleasing, like almost how we think about music, like very perfectionist. Like that's how Instagram was. And then TikTok came over here. Look, you're gonna make quick, janky videos on your phone that anybody could do, and they're winning because it's more about the numbers game. It's just shooting your shots, and it's the barrier entry is so low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like they tell you to do 4 or 5 TikToks a day. Bro, that's a whole, but it's like if you do that for a month, you're gonna figure out a lot. You're gonna learn a lot about the platform. If
you're gonna come
that.
up too.
Yeah, you're gonna come up. You're gonna find your tribe, but it takes that dedication and consistency to be able to just throw out stuff, even if you don't feel like it's your best stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, you can do it.
That's real. You can do it. Oh, I gotta watch that movie again.
Night long.
I gotta watch that movie again. That was great.
Classic.
Just gotta stay consistent with yourself and stay on top of that grind. That is facts.
Yep.
Takes a while for them to catch up. Yes, big facts.
Speaking of staying consistent and staying on the grind, I did one reel this week. Give it up.
Hey, and it was a good joke. When you was explaining it was a reel, I was on the phone.
Oh yeah, I told you about it.
Yeah, I was on the phone, so I had to watch it later. I was like, oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Points, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what I was explaining to Trevor, since we're on the pod, and that's where we be very transparent because y'all are family, little cousins and whatnot. I was like, I picked something just to do one, but it had to be something that was going to be easy for me to do. So it didn't take me all day. And so it was something I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to do anything but just type. It just looked like I was typing. That was it. And it was easy to pull off. So if I can figure out how to keep it easy to pull off, then we rocking with something.
You know what that sounds like, bro? I seen on Crazy Enough TikTok is a dude talking about how people have like issues, like say you're trying to go to the gym. Instead of like practicing working out, you need to practice just going to the gym. So they tell people like before you even start working out for a week, you're just gonna go to the parking lot of the gym, and then you're gonna go back home. And then you do that for a while. It's just showing up, just getting practice of showing up. And then it's like, because if you're not good at that, you're not gonna be good at the workout. So it's like the first step is really just, and that, when you said that, that's what it made me think of. Like, you're just like, all right, well, how can I make this a simple process for me? Something that I can actually keep up with. And that's how I've been trying to think of everything. It's like, I'm not about to be doing no elaborate stuff. I've been so busy, bro. I gotta, what's something simple and consistent I could do and keep up with? You know what I mean? Yes. And that's kind of why I'm trying to break down everything. And if it's not that, it ain't getting done right now, unless I have to.
Yeah, just I need to make it sustainable, because if it's not sustainable, I'm gonna do 1 or 2, and then that's gonna be it. And that's no way to win. I might as well not even done the 1 or 2 a lot of times. So and not everything in life is gonna be tailored to be easier for you. But in the cases where you can make something more palatable for yourself so that you keep doing it, I encourage you to do it. Don't be super tough out there like, I'm doing the old school blah blah way, because you're not gonna keep up with it. You know what I mean?
That's real.
So yeah, you don't gotta sleep on the bed of nails. If you can put a little mattress on that jump, put a little mattress on there so you keep sleeping. You understand?
Big fact.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on those old EMU sounds like MoFat, Planet Fat, Orbits, etc.?
2 words, both start with a D: dated and dope.
You know what it makes me think of?
What?
It's a video of Rick Rock, and he's making this fabulous song called Bubblegum.
Shout out to Rick Rock.
Bro, it's he's making a beat, and I believe the song is called Bubblegum. And he's got the racks, and he's like turning the little joints, and you can see him going through the MIDI. And I believe it's a MoFat. That's how many times I've watched this video, bro.
Yes, sir.
1,000,000 times, bro. But anytime I see MoFat, that's what it makes me think of. Is that exact beat making video? It's gonna look like it's shot on a potato, but it's a great video.
I'm a potato. Yo, there was a time when the racks ruled everything, bro. One of my favorite, the Planet Fat was one of my favorites. The Proteus was nuts with the instruments. Then the MoFat came around. Everybody loved that one. It was an orange joint. I think it was called like Tetra or something like that. That joint was fire. Man, it was so many of them. Oh, and not don't forget about the JV 2080.
Oh yeah,
80. And bro. So many classic sounds, bro. So many classic sounds. Jodeci, come on, man, forget about it. Jodeci, the Jodeci albums were a clinic in how to use those racks. Actually, a lot of music of that time was, but just Jodeci in particular. If you knew or you know what they were using and you know the patches, you could just listen and be like, whoa, a clinic in using these racks, bro.
You know what I need? I need a friend to get an OP1 or one of the newer ones. Because they look cool, but when I see the price, it's hard for me to justify getting it. And then nobody's hyping me to get it. Like other stuff, my friends would be like, yo, you need to get this drink. Nobody's hyping me about the OP1, but I want somebody to. It's one of those things. Yeah. So somebody be like, hey, you need to get that. I'm like, all right, cool, I get it. Stop playing, man. I get it.
It's the OP1 is, like you said, is really dope, but it doesn't seem to be a piece of gear that people are like, yo, this is my main joint. It always seems like a sidekick. It's definitely Robin to the gear. No one's that I know is like, yo, when you like, what do you use? It's OP1, fam. Like that's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like people say MPC, machine, Ableton, blah, blah, blah. No one says OP1 that I know. But I'm like you. It looks crazy interesting. I want one.
You're right.
But no.
Just give me the reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a big reason. Because it's a big price.
Yeah. Black Russian said that price is stupid for 4 tracks. That is crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. I applaud them for holding at that price. But yeah, Jodeci sound crazy. Man, listen. Joel B, I'm a huge Jodeci fan, so yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what else we got.
Hold on. Yeah, that price is super stupid. Hold on. I had another question. I was full of questions this week, bro. Wait, what's your studio uniform? I already asked that. Oh, chat. Get your typing fingers ready. Get your typing fingers ready. What is the phrase that you yell at your computer the most when it crashes? Like your initial phrase, what is it? You can type it. Let your fingers do the cussing.
That's funny.
Yeah, you know how I thought of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Our computer tried to imitate the stock market real fast.
Ooh.
Yeah, it did. One day the other day, and I got 2 phrases. The first one, fucking serious. Calm. It's the calm one. Just the utter disbelief that you would do this to me in the middle of this heat.
I don't believe together.
This is going to benefit the both of us. I'm gonna upgrade.
You said you wanted more RAM, didn't you?
Facts. Right. You ain't gonna ever get that power hub acting like this.
I knew your battery need to be replaced. I'm working towards that for you.
Facts. You could have told me we was having problems. You could have told me. you just up and left. So yeah, that's the first phrase. And the second one, I can't say it without yelling. So I'll just get the out of here, bruh. It'll be 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I'm in that joint, my joint crash. I'm yelling, top of my lungs. Get the out of here! Come on, man. Going off.
That's funny.
Going off.
Bro, I be sounding like the beginning of sipping of some scissors. He's like, oh, Mark and Buster. No, I gotta go through the whole line. Oh, Mark ass, Buster ass, El Capitan ass.
El Capitan. Oh, big sir.
Man.
Bro. But yeah, I got my phrases.
What was the question? So what do you say when your computer crashes?
Yeah, what is the phrase that you yell at your computer when it crashes? Because we all say something. No one has a computer crash that says nothing or does nothing. It's impossible.
Oh yeah.
It's impossible.
Bro, it's so heartbreaking. And it's like, a lot of times you could get it back. The autosave. But
I don't care.
You know what the ones that really are heartbreaking? Have you ever had to autosave and then your plugin gets messed up and it doesn't go back? Bro, if it's Omnisphere, it's a wrap, dog. You never, unless you just remember. No, I had that happen to me twice where it's like my Omnisphere doesn't go back and pull up the plugin, the preset, and I just lost that preset, bro. I cannot remember where I got it from. It's like, bro, it's a wrap, done. It's done, though.
Yeah, I would always try to save my preset, and like if I was used it on anything, like I'm gonna record this preset, I'm just gonna put it in a favorites. I have a temp favorites category for that reason, that one reason alone. Yeah, why am I getting mad pop-ups and notifications? I gotta change this computer. It's horrible.
Are your Spanish curses at it? Oh, that's hilarious.
That's funny. That is funny.
It's a meme of this dude. It's a YouTuber named Cash Nasty. He's like punching the screen. Where I think about it every time. It's like he got a laptop. He like punches it and it like breaks in half. Bro, I think about that every time my computer crashes. Like, ooh, if I didn't need you right now. If I didn't need
Facts, you. Like, yeah, I'd be so mad. Hold on, I'm getting mad notifications. What is going on?
He said, "Nah, ain't this about a bit?"
Facts. That's a good one. That's a good one. What Ableton crashes? Yep. There goes unable to.
That's a good one.
Points.
That's a good one. Unable.
Yeah, points. Unable to.
Yeah, that's a hard
have I not heard that before?
Yeah, this one of the ones like it's right there. I didn't think of it.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me look up something real quick.
Oh, Marquez, Buster Red. That feeling of trying to remake a beat and you just lost because your computer crashed and you can't remake the same way because your ears like, no, that ain't it, bro. The remaking a beat is the hardest thing, bro. It's never gonna be the same, bro.
Yeah,
it's always
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I hate it, bro.
It's a wrap. Yeah, the remake is just not as good, young. It's always going to be the sugar-free version of whatever you made before. Yeah, Coke Zero. Yeah.
The Crystal Light. It's the Crystal Light.
Not Crystal Light.
Crystal Light, man. You got to pour a little powder in there. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, for some people.
Wow. Okay.
I also think those same people are drinking Orangina, but that's just my opinion.
That's disgusting.
Orangina. Yeah, they tried. Like what is this watered down orange juice and club soda?
It sounds like medicine.
Nah. Orangina.
Well,
yeah.
You got a cold.
It ain't it.
Take some Orangina.
It ain't it. If you didn't know, that's like I can't decide between Minute Maid and Pellegrino. Just put them together. Yeah, just put them together and put them in a bottle and then put it on a shelf that can only be reached by someone in the 80s.
That's right.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's nasty.
Then trying to troubleshoot, look at my computer like a damn mechanic. Hey.
Yo.
That's facts.
Crystal Pepsi, though? Don't say Crystal Pepsi. You remember that.
You ever be like trying to like clear your RAM? I feel like every time you start working on your computer and clear off space and like doing the RAM, it's just like you turn to the mechanic with the little cigarette hanging off your lip. Like, what did happen over here? Let me see what happened. Okay. I got some malware over here. Okay, let me get rid of this malware.
How you do it? The problem right there. That's the problem right there. See, you got a loose TCP chip right there.
You see them CERN pads? They gotta go. They gotta go.
They gotta go.
It's too much CPU. Too much.
Yeah. Hand me that delete tool over there. By the way, boy, you look just like your father. I swear to God, you look just like your father.
Look, I'm gonna run this, clean my Mac, come back 15, 20 minutes.
Facts. Yo, that's hilarious. That's a whole skit right there. And the phrase "you look just like your father." People, please do away with that. Who else am I supposed to look like?
That is very.
If there was one man on the face of the earth that I was going to look like, it would be, yep, you guessed it, my father.
It's a 50-50 shot of who I'm going to look like. And it's,
there you go.
It's a high probability it's going to be one of those people, if not both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. It's going to be one of them two people. Did you see the Super Bowl halftime trailer?
No, I did not.
Fire.
I didn't. It makes sense. It's a trailer for the Super Bowl, but I did not know. It's like
Fire.
showing like Kendrick and Dr. Dre and all of them.
Yes, it is super fire. I heard it was directed by F. Gary Gray, and it's just super fire. I don't know if Dr. Dre has been living a new and better life, or it's just hella Photoshop and editing. But he looks young as a mug in that trailer. I mean, he looks like current Dr. Dre, but just like vegan current Dr. Dre. He actually kind of looked like Jazzy Jeff in that trailer to me. I don't know why.
I gotta watch it.
But the whole trailer is very dope. Very dope.
I ain't gonna front. If LA make it to the Super Bowl and then Dr. Dre and them performing and doing that, I'd be scared. I'd be scared to be in LA. LA already turned. Yeah, going down to LA.
I ain't gonna lie. That Sunday, I will be in the house like getting new locks. Lock the door. It's gonna go crazy.
I'd be scared to be a fan of whoever they playing against in the Super Bowl. Like, take that jersey off.
Take the jersey off, bro. You ain't safe in these streets.
What's that you repping, cuz? He's like, ooh, it's not what I want to hear right now.
Sorry.
I'm sir. I was a 49er fan, but amazingly, that Odell Beckham, great catch.
You know that game put something on my heart. Now I feel like I'm a changed man now. So much so that I need to change my shirt.
Great weather. LA's great.
Facts. To my Logic people out there, I have a theory that most of you guys started using GarageBand. And I asked Aaron Reed this in my post the other day. Which DAW did you start with? And he put Logic. So he was the person that I asked. I didn't check his answer though. Shout out to Aaron Reed, by the way. But I have a theory, and I even put in that comment that I feel like most Logic people started by using GarageBand. So let me know if you did. But that's not the question. The question is, if you did switch to Logic, does the fact that you get Apple support play any role in the reason why you picked that DAW? I didn't even know that Apple support came with Logic until like today, and I'm like,
bro, I use Logic for years. I didn't even know Apple support. What does that even mean? What do you even?
I don't know,
bro.
I do not. It was a girl that uses Logic, lady, woman, sorry, producer, and she did a reel. I wish I would have wrote down her name. It's like top 5 or top 7 reasons to use Logic, and the final one was Apple support. And I was like, really?
They're just going to install a plugin for you. Like, oh, you trying to install Waves? Oh, yeah, let me help you, bro. Let me help you. This is what you do.
Right. Like, ooh, yeah.
Ooh, what if Apple support, they like help you figure out the key? You're like, oh, you don't know what key. Bro, I see why you thought it was this, but it's really C minor, bro. It's really, if you listen to the root, it's C minor. You know what I mean?
Did you by chance rip this from vinyl? Belt drive turntable your problem. The belt in your turntable is loose and you're in between keys. Get a direct drive turntable. I'm like, you are genius at the Genius Bar for that. If they give you that level, ooh. You know what? I'm gonna send you a FLAC version of that song, ripped from vinyl at the appropriate pitch, free of charge. You're an Apple member. Like, whoa!
Like, Apple support is great.
I ain't gonna lie. That scenario I just named would make me use Logic.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds dope.
It's like, look, I know that 808 is great. What I would suggest, like a short, punchy one.
Production suggestions.
It'd be like the little paperclip for Microsoft Word. It just pop up like, hey, Apple support.
I'm like, yo, sorry, Ableton. They over here giving me the keys to the city. They giving Drip the keys to the city.
See, Drip, the hottest in the city.
The hottest, you know, me and T out here making moves in the city. Hilarious.
Yo, everyone is always afraid to update their OS because of it. Yo, I'm still scared. I'm too legit to quit, and I'm still scared to update. Right, I still have that trauma about updating. Because you know what happens?
That's a Mac thing.
A lot of times it'd be plugins, even though it'd be legit. Like, you got to go back and re-download all of them, bro. It's such a lot of work, bro. It's like, I don't be wanting to do all these updates and stuff. I just want to make a beat, bro. Sometimes I just want to open up Fruit Loops, make a beat. So, bro, I'm about two behind. You know what I mean? I'm not El
Look,
Capitan, but whatever after that, couple after that, that's where I'm at, bro.
all my PC users in here, I know it's probably only two of us. Rejoice, we don't have those issues. Our computer be updated. We ain't even know it updated. Nothing changes. We just don't even know. They're like, yeah, we updated. We're like, I couldn't tell. You left that note on my windshield. That's the only reason I know.
See, no, I don't need Apple support telling me my drums are trash, man.
That's a fact.
I was supported like, hey, bro, I saw that email you tried to send that Drake pack to. That's not him, bro. That's not him. What's aim for Oliver? Maybe somebody a little bit lower than OVO.
Champagne Poppy at AOL.com. You know better than that. Take our class this week. Let's sign up for our webinar this weekend.
And we can't tell you because of iOS 14 privacy laws.
That's a fact. We know it, though.
We know it.
Yeah, we know it. We know it. Yeah, we know it. We know what he wants to on his next album. He doesn't even know it yet, but we know. Mm-hmm. So another thing they used to be super duper trash, and I've had to do it back in the day. I haven't had to do it recently, and that's recording yourself, like on a mic in a booth. I used to make little workarounds for it back in the day, but I was just wondering, and maybe an engineer or artist who's also a producer or whatever out there could tell me, have there been any technological advancements in recording yourself? Because remember, I used to come to the studio and I made that interface on the iPad using Lemur. I used to also make interfaces that I could record myself. I didn't even have to record myself at that point. But yeah, you could just record from the booth and do multiple takes and all of that stuff. But prior to that, bro, I remember like running in my Cubase days, studio days, like arming that joint and then running into the booth only to mess up in the first second and run out the booth.
You know what's crazy, bro? In a couple sessions, like in the past year or so, the couple sessions I did go to, people would have those little they would put the mic in the middle of the room and those little insulated booths and record, even though it's a whole booth right there. And I think, and then they would just go in there for visuals. Like if it's like a Instagram, then they would go in the real booth. I'm like, I think people are just more comfortable now just doing it like that open air kind of, you know.
Yeah, I can't be mad. I got like 4 workstations in here, and all of them have like a mic at or two mics. So I got 2 mics here at the workstation that I could just like record. I don't even do vocals. So yeah, I guess you're right. Like people are just used to like recording where they are now instead of going to the booth. Yeah. Studio's still good for pictures though.
Oh yeah. I need to I got some fits I need to get off. I'm gonna book a good little studio. I saw Realistic at Patchwork. I was like, oh man. Do you know how many Instagram pictures have been taken at Patchwork? Patchwork has given people's Instagram life, bro.
Facts.
Yeah. You can't call yourself an Atlanta producer if you haven't been to Patchwork and at least taken a couple pictures in the studio near a Gucci Man plaque somewhere. Okay?
Oh yeah.
If you haven't done that, we're disappointed in you. Get your life together.
Get out of the city. Get out of the city.
He said shit would be telling me my drums are trash in that robotic TikTok voice. Top 5 reasons why your beat is trash.
Who be making that trash 3000 with a washing machine spinning? Like yeah. Your beat sound like some woo woo woo.
I just hit it with the woo 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 woo. That joint is so funny, bro.
That joint is hilarious, bro.
Because I feel like we all been there. Like, bro, that recording, like home sessions, like are we talking about, bro? That was the point of my life where I was like, man, the struggle is real. Because I recorded some terrible ones, dog. For the low. Oh, right. Yeah. I'm sure at the beginning it was like $10 an hour recording, but I was also recording on Audacity in a computer mic at the crib. And I was like 13 years old. You know what I mean? So it was horrible quality. So I mean, I probably shouldn't even got paid that, but the fact was they were terrible, dog.
They should have paid. Some of them you feel like should have paid you for them bars you had to endure.
Yeah, bro. It was pain and suffering.
Bro, let me tell you. So when I first met my wife a long time ago, probably a couple years after that, had the studio. Part of what I would call entertainment or courtship, like, yo, Friday night, first of all, is always the long, late studio night. Hit her up, trunk up to the studio. Yep, I'm recording. And it was like a certain number of groups names. If I said I'm recording them tonight, oh, she's like, yo, I'm there. It's going to be the worst bars. It's going to be like watching a comedy show. And she would sit there next to me as I recorded. And the game was just try not to laugh. Yeah. Just try not to laugh, bro. But it was very much like ooga booga ooga, all that.
That just be so funny, dog.
Yeah.
So, hey, y'all, shout out to everybody in there recording the trash rappers part in their life. It's, you know, it's green pastures beyond that. You know what I mean? Their terrible bars are not your future. Okay, just remember that. Stay positive. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that.
Use all those takes they're gonna do and punches they got to do to hone your skills. That's how you got to look at it.
There you go. You're practicing. Yeah, you're shooting in the gym.
Your Apple Space about to be on point, dog. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Bow.
Bow.
Not gonna lie, that delete. Bow. You're gonna be a delete master. Bow. Yeah, that's punch master at that.
Bro, I hated tracking, bro.
They never wanted to punch, bro. Never wanted to punch.
Rap along with the previous part. That's the key to a good punch. Why does nobody know that?
Oh, I knew that before even being in the studio. Just like punching in, like just doing audio stuff. It just logically makes sense. Yeah. So when I would explain it to someone as I'm tracking them and it didn't make sense to them, I'm like, how does this not make sense to you? It's so you sound exactly like you sounded when you stopped.
Yeah.
People like, I don't get it, but take me from the top. Because everybody wanted to do the, I did it all in one take. But I'm like, if it's your 50th try, it's not really it's not one take.
Yeah.
And you're on the last bar. Fam, I'm not going back to the top.
Yeah.
Your session's over at 11:30. It's 11:15. You're on the first verse.
I got to go.
I do. Because now you're going to try to negotiate extra time with me. No.
I need to get my dog Bolo on the producer on here. He's a producer. He did, I think his biggest record was Watch Me Whip, Salento. But Bolo got some records like, and he's been kind of popping up with the content game too. And he interviewed Toomp, and Toomp was talking about like stop lowballing yourself and selling beats. And I've been seeing that producers are selling beats for like $30 exclusive. I didn't know that was a thing, bro.
I thought that was a wave, like a fad, like a year or two ago, but it had ceased. Has it not?
I didn't know about the exclusive. I saw Toomp talking about that, and then I seen a post where Bricks Domain, shout out to Young Bricks, he's talking about how artists are laughing at producers. Like, I love it when producers sell the $30 exclusive. I'm like, that is a thing? Like, don't do that, man.
Dog, the barrier to entry. This goes back to when we were talking about when you had to pay for studio time, had to pay for equipment. You had to get a couple stacks to even get in the game. You wouldn't do that. If you had to invest X amount of money to even be here, you wouldn't be selling the castle for $30. But if you have no investment, all cracked plugins, all this, that, and the third, no actual physical gear that you have to take anywhere, then you're going to do that. And while I'm all for technology and all for people being able to get in the game without having to spin an arm and a leg, this is the downside to it, in my opinion. And it's kind of messing stuff up, bro. It's messing stuff up on the business side. Because $30 exclusive, like, why would you, bro?
Yeah. It's crazy because it's like trends. I know we got to get off soon, but it's like trends. Like, now I don't hear as many people talk about selling beats online. Like, I mean, it was a trend. It's like, all right, I don't hear that much. And now I feel like the trend is the TV. It's like I see everybody talking about sync, right? And it's like, of course, it's the couple people like Clint I trust, because Clint has always been, that's what he does. My homeboy FM, he's the one who put me in. I know for a fact he does it because he's got me placements from it.
I remember Gummy Beats used to talk about that a lot.
Yeah. Those people I get, but now it's like, it's wild, bro. I see it everywhere. Like, I see it on TikTok where it's like every producer post is like sync, and it's like, what are these people? What's in it for them? That's what I'm like. I know it sounds bad, but if everybody's like trying to run a play, I feel like it's something to it.
Is it like one of them things where somebody just came in with the keys in the gym? You remember how when Gabe came in with the funnel game?
Yeah,
and it was like, new to a lot of people, and that became like the wave because it was just. Is it like that?
Yeah, I think so, but it's just like, what is the business behind it? Like what Gabe's saying, I understand the business. It's a course he's teaching you, so I get the business. But it's like, I don't think these people are selling courses about sync. But I might be mistaken. I just see it all the time. So I'm just wondering, you know what I mean? As just like a producer, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with sync at all. Like sync is great. No. Like I think it's
100%.
Just, be careful about try to look at it. Just look at the people that's really like doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And learn from the people that you trust, for sure. For sure.
The funny thing about it is most of those beats sound like they're worth $30.
Okay, so that was a question that I kind of had in the back of my mind, because in my mind it's not a whole bunch of trash beats out there anymore. I continue to say that because I remember when whoa boy, it was bad. The Motif Triton days. There's some bad people out there. So I almost feel like it's bad now because not only would you have people selling $30 exclusives, they might not be bad sounding. They might sound good. And that's going to make the artist, because if they sounded bad, artists would be like, yeah, it's $30 exclusives over here, but they sound trash. I'm going to go over here and spend my money. But if these $30 always sound great, what incentive does the artist have to spend more?
It's like DJing. It's like DJs will come in and be like, they're not the greatest DJ, but they're not terrible. And then they like undercutting. So it's like, hey, it might not be the greatest experience, but it ain't a bad experience. And I save all this money. You know what I mean? So I'm sure it's a bunch of that going on. Like, I'm gonna try to do numbers.
I think, how hard do you think it would be for producers to have a standard minimum?
Never will happen.
Because there's going to be somebody that got in today or yesterday that's like, I have no respect for this. I don't really care. I just kind of learn how to do this. I want to just get on.
Right.
And they're just going to undercut everybody, regardless of what the parliament or whoever votes. They're going to be like, $30 exclusives over here, especially if the minimum is $100 lease minimum. Overall, all the artists are going to come to me. I'm like, fam, you killing all of us though.
I do want to know, like, who is the popular person selling beats online? Because it's like, I feel like I've been so detached from that market. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And it's like, I do want to educate myself because I know it changes all the time. Even though it's like not something I'm doing, it's like, I still want to understand how it works. You get what I'm saying? And like how the market is.
You know who would know that? Mike from BeatStars. Mike, if you happen to hear this, let us know, Mike.
I'm Mike interested, man. Yeah. Like, who's the go-to content person for like selling beats? That's not like this like trusted, because it's people that talk about it. Then it's like, it's people that you like Busy is a trusted like content person. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's certain people that's trusted. Then it's like it's people who make content and you don't quite know their intentions. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, who is the trusted selling beats person online? Because I want to check out some stuff. I'm just interested.
That's a good point. How many of the GOAT beat selling platforms are still around and going strong? I'm not talking about BeatStars. We all know BeatStars is well intact, but there's some other ones, and I wonder how they're doing.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing, bro. I ain't heard nothing about the other two that we probably thinking of. I ain't heard nothing.
Quiet times. Goddamn hours for their
man, Griffin said, what if we undercut the undercutters for pettiness?
Free exclusives now. That'll show.
I'll pay you $3 to take this beat.
You start paying people to take
like what's going on? The rapper just mad confused. Like, okay.
I spent $300 on beats yesterday. Like, wait, aren't you a producer? Yeah. Pay these artists. Pay these artists to get on these joints. What do you think?
Oh man, we gotta get off because I think we're gonna run over time.
Oh, okay, cool. I had a super plug, but I'll just make a post. I'll make a reel about it later on. So yeah. All right, man. Listen, you got anything you want to plug? What you got going on this weekend?
More Bounce percussion loops, man. It's going crazy. I believe it was Hivemind. He was talking about how it's making the beats go crazy. Hey man, if y'all haven't, please get the percussion loops, add them to your drums, spice them up, add some variety to your life. It's like the Obey of drums. It just adds that. It's that liquid aminos, you know what I mean? It just adds that je ne sais quoi, you know what I mean?
Not the brags though.
Yeah, the brags, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
The Lowrys.
No, I will say that percussion pack you came out with is fire. Check it out. If you haven't grabbed it already, hit the producerkit.com. Grab the More Bounce percussions.
What you got going on?
Oh God. Tonight I got a session. This whole weekend is gonna be crazy, but in terms of soundoracle.net, thank everybody that's been patiently waiting. Cassette instruments, the one-shot kit is coming out. I got half of it mixed. Realistic killed the mixes, as you already know. So yeah, I'll be finishing it up this week. I'll be looking for more people to be in the focus group. And listen, when it comes out, just support it.
Yes, sir.
You know. So with that being said, listen, it's been another